What is good, YouTube? It's your boy DonnyB, and we back with another video, man. Alright, so NBA 2K just released the gameplay release trailer and an article with all the details of NBA 2K24 from a gameplay perspective. Even some videos with Wang explaining a few things. So we're gonna get into the video, talk about everything that just dropped today. But before we do, don't forget to drop a like and drop a sub if you're new to the channel, man. We are on that grind at 2,000 subs, and let's get into it. So it looks like the biggest thing that 2K is trying to get across in this trailer is pro play. And pro play uses real NBA game footage to replicate moves that we've seen our favorite players do. And Kevin Durant is my favorite player, so I like seeing him in the trailer. And it looks like they really narrowed down on his dribbling and his actual on-court movements. Now, obviously, things like this aren't going to matter to people who are only worried about my career and my career animations, but I think if you're a fan of the NBA, little things like this really get you excited about this game. Like, I've watched Jordan Poole play a million times, and some of his moves are actually ridiculous. So if they have him moving like that in this game, it's gonna be crazy. After watching this trailer twice, I think there's more body up animations too, or maybe there's just some new ones. But just like on the offensive end and the defensive end, like in the clip that you're about to see here, like Dylan Brooks is gonna rip Scotty Barnes. And I mean, I don't get rips like that often, but you see that Austin Reeves bump off, and then you see Donovan Mitchell bump off, get a bump. I think if there's more bump animations, that'll be easier to play defense, because right now on offense, you really have control to do whatever you want. On defense, you really can't bump people the way you normally can in real life. I also think that the more defense that you're able to play and the more bumps you get, it leaves you open on offensive end for more counters. Like right here, you see Jason Tatum get a over the top Euro step. He brings it over, and you see counters like that, and you see counters like those two moves by PG. I think it gives the offensive player a lot more creativity, and you're going to be asked to score a little bit differently. So when it comes to body ups and defense, here's what Wang had to say about it.
Defensive movement has improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with the improved body-up system, ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders. The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. And when it comes to contesting shots, it's important to be patient and wait for the correct time to jump. If you're behind the shooter, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or closing out late, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls and giving up and-one opportunities. Everything about offense, defense, and coaching has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 more enjoyable for all.
If you combine that with the fact that now adrenaline has been reworked, so every time you get a bump up animation when you're playing defense and you bump the ball handler, they'll lose an adrenaline meter. Locks and defensive players might have a lot of power in this new 2K. Also, takeover has been reworked completely, so now instead of assigning takeover in the building process, you can do it mid-game as soon as you have your takeover, so you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive rebounding, or physicals. And now if you fill up both takeover meters, you get to choose two. So for instance, you could choose shooting and playmaking when you have your takeover, or you could choose finishing and physicals, whatever the case is. So I think this really helps a lot of players, and then we'll start to see a lot of different combos and different play overall. I think we've all been playing 2K long enough, so we know that they're going to be adding, new animations for jump shots, shooting, all that good stuff. But this is the most important. Now there's jump shot cue and your shot timing visual cue, so you can change the release point and you can change the cue of your jump shot. I think this really helps a lot of people, considering a lot of people struggle with shooting this year. Also, by default, layup timing is on this year, so you're gonna want to go ahead and turn that off if you're not a big person who's into layup timing. Dunking. So if you watch any of my videos, or you watch me on stream, you know I love using the stick dunk, and I love using the dunk meter. So it looks like meter dunks are going to be green or mist this year, and they're saying it's going to be high difficulty. I'm pretty good at greening them, but I do have some where I make them and it's not a green. Sometimes it's slightly late. or slightly early, so we'll see how true that is. But I'm really excited to see if they have any new dunk animations. For the paint, it's going to be plenty of just the fact that you can get an offensive rebound and go straight into a dunk attempt now off the standstill. Off the rebound, I think you'll see that a lot more too now that they've added that. They're saying post hops and post shots are going to be really effective. Now, if you watch any of my past videos, you know I've had my Jokic, I've had my Hakeem. This isn't like new to me. I was already using these kind of shots on different builds that were supposed to do that. So we're going to see if a lot of people are drawn toward those kind of builds, or if they're going to stick with the glass cleaner lockdowns or the interior defenders. We'll see. All right, guys, and that is it. So 2K gave us a lot of information today, and we still got a lot of information that they have left to give us within the next coming weeks, and the game drops on September 8th. So getting pretty excited. It's looking good. It's looking great. Got a lot of content in store. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and drop a sub if you're new to the channel, man. We're on that grind at 10,000 subs, and I'll see y'all next video.